If someone told you that the vegetables sitting in your kitchen right now, the ones you've been eating your whole life, the ones you were always told were good for you, could be quietly damaging your kidneys, would you believe them? Well, I want you to stay right here because what I'm about to share with you today might be the most important health information you've heard in years. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it because I care about you and because the research is real. Here's something that surprises most people. According to the National Kidney Foundation, over 37 million Americans are living with chronic kidney disease, and a staggering 90% of them don't even know it. That's not a small number. That's nearly 1 in 7 adults walking around, eating their daily vegetables, completely unaware that their kidneys are under quiet, persistent stress. Now, your kidneys are 2 of the hardest working organs in your body. Every single day, they filter about 200 quarts of blood, remove waste, balance your fluids, and keep your blood pressure in check. But here's the thing. As we get older, kidney function naturally begins to decline, and certain foods, even vegetables we consider healthy, can accelerate that decline in ways doctors rarely talk about openly. Today, we're going to walk through 5 vegetables that research has linked to serious kidney stress, especially for seniors. And then we're going to flip the script entirely and reveal 4 vegetables that studies show can actively protect and support your kidney health. So grab a seat, get comfortable, and please watch this all the way through, because what you learn in the next few minutes could genuinely change how you eat, how you feel, and how long your kidneys keep working for you. Let's start with a vegetable that has been celebrated as a superfood for decades, one that shows up in smoothies, salads, and health magazines everywhere you look. We're talking about spinach, and right alongside it, beets, those beautiful, deep red root vegetables that health influencers have been raving about for years. Now, before you write me off, hear me out, because I'm not telling you these vegetables are poison. What I am telling you is that for a large segment of the senior population, eating these 2 vegetables in large or frequent amounts can be doing serious, silent damage to your kidneys. And the research backs this up completely. Here's what's happening inside your body when you eat spinach or beets. Both of these vegetables are extremely high in something called oxalates. Oxalates are naturally occurring chemical compounds found in many plants, and in a healthy, younger body with strong kidney function, they're usually processed and flushed out without any trouble. But here's the critical piece of information that most people never hear. As your kidneys age, their ability to efficiently process and eliminate oxalates begins to weaken. A 2016 study published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that high dietary oxalate intake is a significant and independent risk factor for kidney stone formation and progressive kidney disease, particularly in older adults. And kidney stones are no small matter. If you've ever had one, you already know the kind of pain we're talking about. But the danger goes beyond just stones. When oxalates aren't properly filtered out of your blood, they can begin to deposit in kidney tissue itself, a condition called oxalate nephropathy. A 2019 case review in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases documented multiple cases of patients who developed severe kidney damage, some even requiring dialysis, after dramatically increasing their spinach and beet intake, often in the form of daily green smoothies or juice cleanses. Now think about how many seniors have been told by well-meaning family members or even doctors to eat more greens and drink more vegetable juice. The intention is wonderful, but without understanding the oxalate risk, this advice can quietly backfire. 1 cup of raw spinach contains roughly 656 milligrams of oxalate. 1 cup of cooked beets contains around 675 milligrams. For someone with even mildly reduced kidney function, which is extremely common after age 60, that kind of oxalate load, day after day, is a genuine strain on the system. Does this mean you can never eat spinach or beets again? Absolutely not. But it does mean that moderation is essential, and that if you have any history of kidney stones, reduced kidney function, or chronic kidney disease, you should be speaking with your doctor about how much of these vegetables is truly safe for you. Boiling spinach, for instance, can reduce its oxalate content by up to 50%, so cooking method matters enormously. The bottom line here is simple. What you don't know can hurt you. And now that you know about oxalates, you can make smarter, safer choices starting today. The next two vegetables on our list are ones that almost every single person reading this has in their home right now. We're talking about tomatoes and potatoes. These are staples, comfort foods, foods that feel like home. And for most healthy adults, they're perfectly fine. But for seniors, especially those with reduced kidney function, these two vegetables carry a hidden risk that has to do with a mineral called potassium. And it's a risk that can have life-threatening consequences if it's not taken seriously. Here's what you need to understand about potassium in your kidneys. Potassium is an essential mineral. Your heart needs it, your muscles need it, your nerves need it. In a healthy body, your kidneys regulate potassium levels with incredible precision, making sure there's always just the right amount in your bloodstream. But when kidney function declines, even moderately, the kidneys lose that ability to regulate potassium efficiently. The result is a condition called hyperkalemia, which simply means too much potassium in the blood. And hyperkalemia is not something to take lightly. According to the American Heart Association, elevated potassium levels can cause dangerous heart arrhythmias, muscle weakness, and in severe cases, cardiac arrest. Now here's why tomatoes and potatoes are particularly concerning in this context. Tomatoes, especially cooked tomatoes, tomato paste, tomato sauce, and tomato juice, are extremely concentrated sources of potassium. 1 cup of tomato juice contains roughly 556 milligrams of potassium. A single cup of tomato paste, nearly 1,065 milligrams. A medium baked potato with the skin on contains over 900 milligrams of potassium. For reference, most nephrologists, that's kidney specialists, recommend that patients with chronic kidney disease limit their potassium intake to between 2,000 and 3,000 milligrams per day. It's easy to see how a single meal featuring tomato-based sauce and a side of potatoes could push someone dangerously close to or over that limit. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition found that among seniors aged 65 and older with stage 3 chronic kidney disease, dietary potassium intake from high potassium vegetables was one of the strongest predictors of hyperkalemia episodes requiring hospital intervention. That's a sobering finding, and it speaks directly to how important it is for you, if you're in that age group, to know which foods are working against your kidneys. This doesn't mean you have to give up pasta with marinara sauce forever, but it does mean being mindful of portion sizes, frequency, and preparation methods. Peeling potatoes, cutting them small, boiling them in large amounts of water, and then draining, a process called leaching, can significantly reduce their potassium content. The same principle applies to other high potassium vegetables. Your kidneys are doing everything they can for you, every single day, without complaint. The very least you can do is pay attention to what you're asking them to process and give them a fighting chance. Starting with a simple awareness you now have about potassium-rich foods is a powerful first step. We've talked about oxalates and we've talked about potassium. Now I want to introduce you to a third dietary villain that your kidneys silently battle every single day. And this one is hiding in some vegetables you might least expect, as well as in the way certain vegetables are processed and packaged. We're talking about phosphorus. And more specifically, we're going to talk about a fifth vegetable category that poses a very real risk: canned and processed vegetables, particularly those containing phosphate additives, with canned tomatoes and canned beet products being among the most common offenders. Now, you might be thinking, wait, I thought you already covered tomatoes and beets. And you're right, we did. But this is a different problem entirely. This isn't about natural potassium or oxalate content anymore. This is about what happens when vegetables are commercially processed and pumped full of phosphate-based preservatives and additives. These additives are used to extend shelf life, enhance color, and improve texture, and they are everywhere in the modern food supply. The terrifying part? Unlike the naturally occurring phosphorus found in whole foods, which your body absorbs at a rate of about 40 to 60%, the synthetic phosphate additives used in processed foods are absorbed at a rate of nearly 100%. That means your kidneys are being hit with a much larger phosphorus load than you would ever get from eating the same vegetable fresh. A 2012 landmark study in the Archives of Internal Medicine found that high phosphate additive consumption was independently associated with increased cardiovascular mortality and faster progression of kidney disease, even in people who started out with relatively healthy kidney function. Another study from 2018, published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, reinforced these findings, noting that phosphate additives were a significant and overlooked contributor to kidney stress in the senior population. Why does phosphorus matter so much for your kidneys specifically? Because when your kidneys can't properly excrete phosphorus, which happens progressively as kidney function declines with age, phosphorus begins to accumulate in the blood. High blood phosphorus levels trigger a cascade of dangerous effects. It pulls calcium from your bones, weakens them, contributes to dangerous calcium deposits in your blood vessels and heart, and accelerates kidney deterioration. It's a domino effect, and it can spiral very quickly. So what does this mean practically for you? It means reading labels matters enormously. Whenever you see ingredients like disodium phosphate, sodium phosphate, calcium phosphate, or simply phosphate anywhere on a label, that's a red flag. Choosing fresh or frozen vegetables over canned whenever possible is one of the single most powerful dietary changes a senior with any degree of kidney concern can make. Your kidneys are your silent guardians. They don't send you pain signals until the damage is already significant, which is exactly why chronic kidney disease is called the silent disease. Being proactive, being informed, and making small but intentional changes to what you put in your body is how you protect those guardians before it's too late. Now, here's where the story takes a beautiful turn, because after everything we've talked about, I don't want you walking away from this feeling like there's nothing you can eat. Quite the opposite. There are 4 vegetables that research has specifically identified as being powerfully beneficial for kidney health, and incorporating them into your daily diet could make a profound difference in how well your kidneys function as you age. So let's talk about your allies. Let's talk about the 4 vegetables that are genuinely, scientifically on your side. The first is cauliflower. This humble, often overlooked vegetable is one of the kidney's best friends. It's low in potassium, low in phosphorus, and low in sodium, which means it creates almost no burden on your kidneys while still giving you an extraordinary amount of nutritional value. A 2017 study in the journal Nutrients found that the sulforaphane and indole compounds in cauliflower have direct anti-inflammatory effects on kidney tissue, potentially slowing the progression of chronic kidney disease. Cauliflower is also incredibly versatile. You can rice it, mash it, roast it, or steam it, making it one of the easiest kidney-friendly swaps you can make in your kitchen starting tonight. The second hero is red bell peppers. These vivid, sweet vegetables are exceptionally low in potassium compared to most other vegetables, and they are bursting with vitamins C and A, both of which are powerful antioxidants. Antioxidants matter deeply for kidney health because one of the primary mechanisms of kidney damage is oxidative stress, essentially cellular damage caused by free radicals. A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition found that higher antioxidant intake was significantly associated with reduced risk of kidney function decline in adults over 60. Red bell peppers deliver that antioxidant punch without the potassium risk of many other colorful vegetables. Third on the list is cabbage. Cabbage is remarkably low in potassium and phosphorus, making it one of the most kidney-friendly vegetables on the planet. Beyond its low mineral load, cabbage is rich in phytochemicals, plant-based compounds that research has shown to protect against cell damage and reduce inflammation in the kidneys. A 2015 study from the International Journal of Food Sciences and Nutrition demonstrated that regular cabbage consumption was linked to lower levels of creatinine, a key marker of kidney function, in elderly participants. Lower creatinine means your kidneys are filtering more efficiently. That's exactly what you want. And the fourth kidney-saving vegetable is garlic. Yes, garlic is a vegetable, and it may be the most powerful kidney protector on this entire list. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, which has been studied extensively for its ability to reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and protect kidney tissue from damage. A 2019 study in the journal Phytomedicine found that garlic extract supplementation significantly reduced kidney damage markers in patients with chronic kidney disease. Even cooking with fresh garlic regularly may offer meaningful protection over time. These 4 vegetables, cauliflower, red bell peppers, cabbage, and garlic, are your kidneys' champions. Make them regulars on your plate, and your kidneys will thank you for years to come. So there you have it, 5 vegetables that can quietly stress and damage your kidneys: spinach, beets, tomatoes, potatoes, and canned or processed vegetables loaded with phosphate additives. And 4 powerful vegetables that research shows can actively protect and support your kidney health: cauliflower, red bell peppers, cabbage, and garlic. Now, I want to be very clear about something before we wrap up. This video is not here to make you afraid of food. It's not here to tell you that eating a bowl of tomato soup once in a while is going to hurt you. What this video is here to do is give you knowledge, real, research-backed knowledge that empowers you to make better choices for your body every single day. Because small changes made consistently add up to enormous differences in how your organs function over the long term. Your kidneys have been working for you silently and faithfully for your entire life. Every sip of water, every meal, every cup of coffee, your kidneys have been there quietly doing their job. The least we can do is return the favor by being just a little more mindful of what we ask them to handle. Talk to your doctor. Ask about your kidney function numbers, your creatinine, your GFR, your potassium levels. These are simple blood tests that can tell you so much about where your kidneys are right now and what you can do to protect them going forward. Knowledge is the most powerful medicine there is. If this video gave you something valuable today, if it made you think or taught you something you didn't know before, I want to ask you to do 3 simple things. First, hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps more people like you find this information when they need it. Second, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. We release new health content every week, all of it designed specifically with your well-being in mind. And third, share this video with someone you love, a family member, a friend, anyone who might benefit from knowing this. You could be doing something truly important for their health simply by hitting that share button. And if you have questions, personal experiences, or anything you'd like to add, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one, and your stories and questions are what make this community so special. Thank you, truly, for being here today. Take care of those kidneys, because they are taking care of you. Your health is not luck. It's a decision you make every single day. Let's get into it.